like this?
Oh, something like that. We got to get your ankle behind your head.
Like this?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Dr. Mike and Dr. Nick here with HealthSource. Welcome back to our business spotlight this week. We're at LivingYoga in downtown Watertown, and we're waiting for one of the owners, Jim Redlinger, to join us and teach us a little about yoga, but we're trying to figure it out on our own here.
I really have no idea. I thought it was something like this. I saw a picture on a magazine one
time. Behind your head, dude. This?
Oh. Guys, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, Jim. This is Jim. Welcome, Jim, everybody. We're getting warmed up for our yoga session.
You call that warming up? Okay, let's start with what yoga is. Yoga means to unite. And in the case of yoga in our practice, it means to unite the mind with the body, the breath with the body. So it's all about yourself.
So this isn't...
Well, and what you see on magazines most of the time, 90% of the people in the world cannot do that, nor will they ever be able to do it. I mean, there's people that are extremely flexible that can. Here at LivingYoga, we really practice what is for the mainstream. It's really for your betterment of not only your health, your body, but total fitness too.
That's interesting, because I think it's a great point that a lot of our patients and a lot of our viewers need to know, because so many people look at those magazine pictures and think, well, I can't do that, especially, I don't know about you, Dr. Nick, but us guys think that's just not me.
Right. You know, and we have a lot of patients too, Jim, that come in that have been in injuries, that have been in a car accident, let's say, and they do strengthening, they do rehab. Tell us a little bit about how can yoga help them?
Well, the nice thing about yoga is you don't really need any special equipment. You know, if you've got yourself, that's all you need.
Right.
And the nice thing about that is you can do yoga anywhere. You can do that in a motel room if you're traveling. You can do it at home. You can come obviously to our studio. We specialize in a few different types of courses, and some things there that will specialize people in certain areas that we can focus on. And there's modifications for people that have back issues, or let's say a shoulder issue. There's modification in the poses that we do, so they won't be stressing that area.
Now we talked earlier, Jim, and this is interesting. Jim was telling us about incorporation of yoga with athletics. So tell us a little about what we were discussing.
Well, kind of one of the neatest ones I just heard really in the last day is that the Seattle Seahawks, who are the world champs, of course, in football this year, they have mandatory yoga and meditation, and it's at every practice. And obviously they did fairly well this year.
Yeah.
But almost all athletes, you get into the Olympic side of things, there's very few, almost every college program now has yoga within their all their athletic programs because of the flexibility that it adds. And of course it helps strengthen all parts of your body. A lot of athletes have a tendency to just focus on whatever area they're specializing in, and those get sometimes overdeveloped, whereas yoga is for the whole body.
Right.
That's fantastic.
And I think that's something Dr. Mike would agree with, that we see a lot in our patients too, that one area is extremely hard. We've seen bodybuilders that are just huge everywhere, and they get out of these small muscles and they're like mush. There's just nothing there. So I think this could be a huge thing to implement as well.
And one thing that we find a lot too with runners, marathon runners especially, get very tight hamstrings, and their flexibility is such that we've had a couple that have started with us a little over a year ago, and when they first started with us, they could probably get down to about here. They're so tight, and of course now their flexibility is such they're able to get down on the floor, and they're able to do a lot more things in it. They've said it's really helped them with their running too.
So you've seen as much growth in your clientele with women as in men?
Yes. Yeah. The one thing that we really strive for, and we'll have a program this spring that'll just be focusing on, we get a lot of guys for this one, it's for softball and golf.
Really?
We specialize in, we do a special course just for those kind of sports, the summer sports.
So what's the best way for people like Dr. Nick and myself who really have no experience in this yoga thing, what's the best way for us to get started?
Well, we have an intro class typically every month. It's a 2-hour class. You can check us out on the website and get that information. Otherwise, just come to a class. We have a couple of beginner classes that anybody can really come to. And our classes are built on, well, I should say they're more of the same every time. So if you come to a gentle flow class, it'll be very similar the next time. And a lot of the poses within yoga are things that you've already done, if you've done any athletics at all. They might have a different name, but in most cases, everybody's already done them.
For viewers out there, how do we get in touch with you guys? What's the best way to reach you?
Well, there's a couple of different ways. You can reach us on phone 605-878-3700, or we're on the website at LivingYogaWatertown.com.
You got a Facebook page too, Jim?
Yes, we do.
Right.
And I think there's a Twitter account now too, so we've got all those things.
Perfect. Fantastic. Well, we appreciate you guys joining us, Jim. Thanks for letting us into the yoga studio again this week.
Well, thanks, guys. Hope to see you soon.